I am alive, and it's good to be alive. Hello everyone, today is a very special day. I finally got the Zenistar 300-day login reward, and it is fantastic. I absolutely love this weapon. It's been so annoying seeing all these other veteran players get it before me, even though I've been playing for 3 years. It was about time I got it. So, without further ado, let's check this thing out. It deals 130 base heat damage. That's really, really good, you guys. I know it doesn't sound like a lot because you're so used to seeing mods put on weapons, but if you take a look at some of these other items, like look at this, 31 slash. What is this got? 71 puncture. And yeah, look, you get the point. This thing has the 3rd highest base damage of any weapon in the game, according to the wiki, which is fantastic. And what's even better is it has a very special ability, which I'm about to show you guys. Alright, so I've booted up a CAD here because I think it's the perfect example to show you why this weapon is probably one of my new favorites. I'm going to be using it all the time now. Upon releasing a charged swing, you throw out a disc that damages all enemies within its radius, and by God, I probably shouldn't have picked white as my energy color. That is unnecessarily bright. But all the better for you guys at home to see, right? This is so cool. As you can see here, it's practically soloing all these guys. This is not my best Zenistar build, but it is one that I enjoy using. And here's what the amazing thing is. Not only does this disc deal a fair amount of damage, but it is also affected by mods. Power range affects the range. Sorry, not power range. Reach mod. So like if you have primed reach, it'll affect the range on the disc. And basically Fury or Primed Fury, which is attack speed, will affect how often enemies get damaged within the ring's radius. And you guys, it is just too cool. It's got pretty good status chance on this ring. It pretty much procs just about every enemy that enters it if it doesn't kill them on the first hit. And as if it didn't even get better, the weapon switches to primary slash damage once it's out. So I'm not real keen on elemental damage weapons, and that's what's fantastic is you can throw out the disc to just wreck everything in your radius. And apparently this thing's base damage while the disc is out is similar to that of the Cindo Prime, which is not bad at all, you guys. It's kind of OP in some situations, to be 100% honest, but I think it's more than justified because this is a 300-day login reward. I've been playing Warframe for 3 years now, and granted, yes, we didn't always have the login daily reward system, but this thing takes forever to get. I mean, you have to log in almost every single day in a year straight to get it, so I'm really totally fine with how strong it is. I think it's really fun, and for once, it's a really good example of having a really cool weapon mechanic that isn't so weak that it just falls off the table. We have a lot of cool weapon designs that just don't cut it. You know, it's a cool idea, but no one's ever going to use it. I feel like people actually use this. I've seen people use it. It is immensely strong. It's super fun to use. It's just, you know, if you like heavy bladed weapons, which I absolutely love, you can put Tempo Royale on it or Cleaving Whirlwind, whatever you fancy. I absolutely love the Galatine Prime, and this obviously functions similar, but it has a really cool special attack that goes with it. And if you look at the top right of your screen there, you'll notice it even gives you a nice countdown as to when your disc is going to disappear. And if you want to recast it, no problem. You just do another charged attack, and it'll give it back to you, and you can throw it out again. So it lasts about 50 seconds, so nearly a minute, which is really, really good. There is absolutely no downside to this weapon that I can think of. I really can't think of anything. I mean, you get it for free. Pretty sure it comes with the catalyst installed, and it's just a terribly large amount of fun, you guys. On top of that, it has a really high amount of base damage, so it's not hard to upgrade and make it viable for several different situations. As well as already being a really interesting weapon and having really cool capabilities, you can also stack it with some different warframes and effects to make really cool things happen. For example, if you're Loki and you turn invisible, the disc that you deploy will actually deal additional stealth damage to enemies that it hits. So it's really fun for doing Heracon, which is an excavation mission. You can throw that thing out on the drill, turn invisible, and run around and just melee everything. and your disc is going to do extra damage. It also works with Saren's Contagion Cloud augment mod. So basically everyone the disc kills creates a big poison gas cloud that just chokes people out. It is so cool, you guys. But yeah, I just generally have a ton of fun with this weapon. I'm really glad that it's not just a neat gimmick. I hate gimmick weapons where it's like, oh, the blade or the disc is cool, but you know, the weapon itself is crap. The fact that it switches to slash damage when the disc is out, in my opinion, actually makes it better, because the only thing I didn't like about it was that it was elemental damage. And now that I can switch between the two, it's so freaking cool. I think it's one of the coolest ideas for a weapon we've ever had, and I can see why it's kind of hard to get, because it is very, very good. Also, what's really fun is if you throw the disc directly at someone, it deals quite a bit of damage as well. So I honestly, this weapon is a little tricky though to build, because I would build it either for the disc or for straight up melee. I wouldn't build it for both, so I've went ahead and just built mine to deal the most damage with the disc. For example, I don't have any slash mods or anything like that on this thing. I've got like primed reach, prime pressure point, and prime fury, and it honestly works just fine. Granted, you know, the disc is my primary source of damage, but if I have to run around and beat the crap out of people like this, it works totally fine. I have no complaints with this weapon, and I honestly don't think they could have done a better job with it. I hope we get more weapons like this. It's very interesting. I think more weapons, even if they are very hard to get like this one is, more weapons with interesting and unique powers, I think would just be super fun and really what this game needs. I think that's going to do it for this video. I hope it was helpful. If there's anything else you'd like me to cover, please drop a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video.